Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Reforged Mafia. Today I got a 1v1 for you. I really wanted to post this one because I wanted to kind of show off Rhun a little bit. Not a lot of people play with Rhun, and I think a lot of people underestimate Rhun because there's like this bad luck charm that comes with them, I guess, from the past patches and versions of the game and things like that. But they are pretty good, and they do have some good units if you put them to good use. And today they will be fighting. I'll be fighting as Rhun. They'll be fighting against the Dwarves, which is would be a good way for you to test their infantry skill. Not so much their cav skill. I didn't really bring that great of cav, but yeah. So we'll get to the army comps real fast. Let's see. I got some Eastron hunters. I have 2 units of these Eastron hunters, just 2 bow units, and then I have these Eastron clansmen in the front. They are the sword and board. The Eastron warriors are 2-handed swords. So these guys, a little bit cheaper fodder unit, but they still serve a purpose. I mean, there's 203 in a unit, and you can also upgrade their armor, I think, 2 times. So yeah, they're pretty good for what you are paying for. Loki Gamprim, the halberd unit for Rhun. I have 3 units of these guys. They do have as well a shield on their back, which is pretty cool for a halberd unit, and they obviously are AP. I have in my numbers some Eastron warriors, so I got just a big freaking line just to push against my halberds to fill them up, and you know, because halberds aren't really that great by themselves. I got some Loki Flagrim. They are another AP unit with that Rhun can bring. Rhun can bring actually a lot of AP, more than you think. So I got 3 units of those. My general unit, I have the Camille's Chosen. So a very hardy, not like knock your lights out type unit, but they will last a long time. And then the unit of the hour, I guess you could say, is the Balkoth Sapphire Bladesman. Now, before you watch this, go look up the stats of these Balkoth Sapphire Bladesmen. So that's a chunk name to say. And then get back to this video, and because you can't argue with stats. And this unit is so underestimated. I don't know why people don't play with this unit. I guess because you guys don't look at the stats. But yeah, that unit right there is one of my new favorites. I have some Runic War Chariots. They just like all chariots, if you use these correctly, they can do really well and you'll get your 1200 back. But if not, then you just wasted 1200 bucks or florins. And then on my cav, I got Varag Mercenary Riders. They are a bow unit, and then I have the Eastron Clan Chiefs, which are an AP Lance Cav, and they have a 10 charge, so they kind of look like the Brotherhood of the Lance. They're not as quick, I don't think. I think they're 1.2 speed. I think Brother Lance is 1.3, and they're not like they don't do that much, but they're good, I guess, for what you pay. So I got the same thing on the other side. I don't have any hidden units. So we will go over to the Dwarves. And as you can tell, the Dwarves have no cav. And they are being a stump. And it's they're not going anywhere. So I'm playing Fuzzy Banjo. I think it's the first time I ever played with Fuzzy Banjo. Fuzzy. Out in front and center, he has some Ironfoot crossbows. He's got 3 of these guys. He has some Airborne Legionaries, the more elite infantry unit for Airborne. And then behind them, he's got some Ironfoot Warriors. So he's got a lot of Ironfoot Warriors mixed all around here. I think so. Ironfoot Spears, Axe Guard of Airborne, the AP unit. He's got some Ironfoot Pikes, Dragon Slayers. I mean, he's just packing the elites. Ironfoot Spears. Oscidian Guard, the I mean, they pack a pretty big punch. They're like 2 HP, I think. Yeah, I think they're 8, not 3 HP, but 2 HP. Axe Guard, Airborne, more AP, Airborne Legionaries. So as you can tell, it's pretty much high tier infantry except for these Ironfoot Warriors, but they are still pretty decent. So yeah, he's not gonna move anywhere, and I mean, looking at this, I pretty much feel like I don't expect him to. And I outrange him with archers, but this is all the archers I brought, which, if he didn't have any archers and I only had these archers, I wasn't going to do much damage anyway because dwarves are so heavily armored. So yeah, we start lighting it off, and I think I start going after his crossbows because they're like a free shot pretty much. I mean, they do have a shield value, which is nice to have, and he starts getting them in loose formation, which in the first stages of a scrimmage fight, you want them in loose formation no matter what, even like on cap charges and stuff. But you want them in close formation. When you get closer to the enemy, you can make every shot count. It's just nuts. And I start pointing both my archer units at one target at a time. But he drugged this one pretty far out there. I'm still deciding if I want to take on this tank or not. But see, look at all those archers or arrows, and they're not even doing that much damage. So he's not in a completely terrible spot because he's so heavily armored. But there goes one of my charges with the East Rhun clan chiefs getting in here, knocking a pretty good number off these Ironfoot crossbows, which they are Ironfoot crossbows, but these crossbows cost more than that unit right there, so it's a good trade if I could wipe that one off. And you want to get rid of crossbows anytime you can, because they will clean house with their BP, and I have, AP, armor penetration, obviously, duh. Pretty sure all crossbows have armor penetration. But yeah, you want to get them off because my guys have a lot of armor, and it will just tear me up. Yeah, he's trying to send out some Ironfoot Warriors. This cav is not great, so if you just back these crossbows up and just put numbers kind of by them, these guys will pretty much break. I don't know what these guys are shooting at, but this isn't a bad archer unit for horse cav. I think it's like 600, maybe 650 at the most, which is really cheap for a decent archer cav unit. These East Rhun hunters are just still shoveling in the arrows. These Ironfoot Warriors are kind of stuck out here. I would be shooting these guys, but then again, all these arrows only do so much damage, and I'd rather start picking apart these crossbows than these Ironfoot Warriors. I'm more worried about crossbows than I am Ironfoot Warriors. I think I might start trying to hit these pikes. Pikes are always a good target to go after. See, now he's got these crossbows in here. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I only got 24 of these guys left. They're such a light cav, they don't hold up that well. They've just been charging crossbows, and a couple times the Ironfoot Warriors, and they've already lost about 40 something forces, which is not the best, but I can't complain. It's only 600. So there's my forces out here. I am saving my chariots for a cloudy day. There goes the fire arrows. I guess I was going to try fire arrows. I thought I was closer, but it doesn't seem to be working that great. But it makes a move, I guess. Ooh. Yeah, that's not going to work. I tried. Look how they don't stab with those. They swing them like they're a hammer. It's kind of funny. These guys are probably going to get died. They're going to die. That's a cool looking captain though, but he's dead. So yeah, It will kick off here pretty soon. It's kind of just like a skirmish phase right now. And, yeah, I was trying to decide if I wanted to take on that monster of a defense. Because I don't have that many archer units. And I don't have a good enough cav to break up, any weak points in their line. So what I'm going to have to do is just send all my infantry at one time. Ooh, hopefully this is a good charge. That wasn't bad. Knocked maybe about 30 of them off, so it's not bad. I mean, it was a rear charge, and they were walking. So that was probably like the best circumstance I was ever going to get. Huh. Yeah, we will fast forward it here. I thought I advanced sooner. I think I was trying to waste all my ammo. But there we go. I think I start marching up now. Yeah, these guys are really cool. They, I think I might remember the stats. It's like, they are 2 HP. They're a 2 HP jab unit, and they have 4 ammunition. And their attack and defense is pretty high. Their armor is really low, and they have a 5 shield value. That little tiny shield. But yeah, they. I'm not gonna tell you what their charge is. I'm gonna make you guys look at the stats and figure the math out for yourself. Because if you really want to know about those guys, you need to look them up if you're interested in playing Rhun. It is a unit you don't want to miss out on, and a unit that if you're playing them, you want to get rid of them. So I got my chariots moving over here, possibly gonna knock some guys over. Did they knock anybody over? No. We're launching some arrows though. Where's these going? Not really killing anything. Alright, so I'm slowly advancing. I'm trying to see where I want to make my entry at. It's a tough nut to crack. I mean, he's got just solid infantry across the board. If I don't hit it right, then my guys just start breaking, because the dwarves aren't really going to break anytime soon. And I guess Rhun has okay morale. I think of Rhun as a jack of all trades. They are good at everything, but not the best in anything. You know what I mean? Like, which is good, which is kind of like what I like, because that means you're ready for almost every circumstance. But you're not going to be able to beat the best circumstance. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's how I see Rhun. It's they are a good unit to good faction to try. I mean, I don't know why people don't play with them. So it's but here we go. I got my halberds coming in. Gonna chew him up with that AP. Like, get out of here. You're taking on some spears. Loki flag rim gonna loop its way around the side there. I got my numbers after my halberds hit, and I see where they're kind of lined up. I send in the heavy numbers. So there we go. Getting in there. I got my pikes holding a strong flank, or a right flank edge. I like my pikes on the side. And the reason I like that is because sometimes in the middle it can cave, it can buckle, but on the side here, if a cav wants to charge my halberds, feel free to charge my halberds on the side. I don't care. My halberds turn around, just chew your cav up. So, yeah, I like the strong edge lines, but maybe you guys feel differently, but that's just how I like to play it. See, I already got these Eastern Hunters flanking, and here are the Sapphire Babies. So these guys, they can launch it like forever. I don't know when they start throwing. Their jab isn't that. Their jabs isn't what impresses me. It's the all the other stuff. So Oh, let's see. Is it getting any numbers down? It's not really killing. Oh, there they go. It's not killing a whole lot. How many they got? Alright, well, taking like half a unit out. So it's not bad. Oh, they got more than that? I guess they got 5 volleys? I don't know. So I got these Lucky Flagrim coming along the edge to support these halberds. Get in here, smash this flank up, and here comes the chariots. Gonna smash some crossbows. They're already getting bloodied up, which is really unfortunate. Because it is just crossbows. I mean, come on. But then they accidentally come over here to the how do you pronounce this name again? Obsidian Guard. I always get that wrong. I want to call him Obsidian Guard. Yeah, so the unit you don't want your horses or chariots to go into, they go into this unit, and even if they would get a couple hits on this unit, they're just going to get right back up because of 2 HP. But look how far they're launching those jabs, dude. And I snipe them with a stick. Yeah, they're freaking. They launched that, and here they come with their two-handed swords, looking all ridiculous because their swords are bent, their handles are long, and they don't care.
Only half of our force remains.
But yeah, now it's just like a big old. It's a big old U. So here comes the Balkov Sapphire Bladesman. That guy still has a jab in his hand. I don't know what he's doing. Get your sword out, bro. Get ready to fight. There you go. It's already knocking that unit. Knocked like 10 off him. Out here, though, the dwarves are winning pretty good. They pretty much kicked out all my Eastron hunters, and which are just the bowmen. But still, like, now it's I pretty much, there's two sides of fighting going on, and then this pocket of elites over here. So you got the Obsidian Guard, and you got the Camille's Chosen, and you got in here, oh, what is that? The Edinburgh Legionaries. And then you got some Loki Flagrim. So, like, just a lot of good troops right here. And then on the everywhere else, like, oh, he's flanking around right here. Good job with his Airborne Legionaries. He doesn't need them fighting right here. If he could spread them out since they're really good, he could crush this whole side. But my Sapphire Bladesmen are taking this spear unit and they break him. And it, like, they have like no armor. Come on, chop him down. There you go. So that frees up a pretty big pocket of troops. Here comes a charge. I don't think it's going to do too well. Well, it's not bad considering that is the Dragon Slayer. So with a cheap unit like that, that's pretty good. So yeah, I'm really impressed with these Balkov Sapphire Bladesmen. They the lower tier is the Balkov Tribesmen. They aren't 2 HP. Their attack and defense is not as heavy, and yeah, their charge value isn't that great as well, but they are a lot cheaper. But this is a unit that's 1200 and can do a lot of damage if you keep them healthy to take on elites. Because that's what they do, is they're there to help dwindle the enemy elites down and just crush. So yeah, I see that my Camille's Chosen are kind of struggling over here against these Obsidian Guard and the Legionaries, so I send over a unit of Loki Flagrim. But what Fuzzy Banjo is going to do is he sees that I'm trying to take out his elite unit, and he's going to send over his 3 freed up units. So that is going to be 1 dog pile over there. And then we got some, kind of a dog pile coming over here too. We got the crossbowmen, and then we got the axe guard airborne, and then we got a couple dragon slayers mixed in here. And these Balkov tribesmen are still whipping it, which is good. I needed a ringer for this game, because if it wasn't for those Balkov tribesmen, things would be really different right now. I feel like the dwarves would have won this area over here, and then I would be all pretty much alone in that section where the generals are fighting. These guys just keep running plays. So there's 17 dragon slayers left. There's one over there getting picked apart. I don't know what these guys are doing. What is this guy? He is, oh, that's the captain for the Balkov Sapphire Bladesman. He's legit. Okay, he just got kicked in the rear. Oh, you take that. Take that, man. Yeah, this is a pretty gnarly looking formation that came on during the game. It's like a complete circle. And I just kept looping troops around because I wanted to surround the dwarves as much as possible. So I see that these Dragon Slayers just aren't giving up, and there's only 10 of them left, so I leave a depleted unit of Loki Flagrim over there. And then I take this Balkov Sapphire Bladesman and I shove it up the Legionaries. Woo! I can't say any bad words on here. There might be younger kids. I don't want to be a bad influence. But yeah, the Airborne Legionaries says defeat seems certain now, and it frees up my Loki Flagrim from being really surrounded. And yeah, I have these Obsidian Guard are down to 13. My Camille's Chosen have 45 left, so they are holding in there. They probably don't get that many kills, but going up against an Obsidian Guard unit for so long, they stay pretty hardy. And the reason why the Obsidian Guard are losing because I sent like 3 units after them. So it's the Camille's Chosen are staying hardy, which is what I want in a general unit. Like for Khan, like the War Chiefs, I want that unit to stay alive as much as humanly possible, but also keep them fighting. Because I mean, if you got a unit, you might as well try to get it fighting. So a general unit, I don't like it to be cav. I like that unit to be hardy right in the middle of the fighting, because that's where a lot of the inspiration needs to be for the troops on the ground. I don't really care about the cav that much because it's gonna rout no matter what. But yeah, Balkov Sapphire Bladesmen down to 29, so they got done trying to fight the Axe Guard, the Spears. They got Dragon Slayers. Now they're taking on the Airborne Legionaries. And yeah, they're down to 28, but now it says victory seems certain, which is not too good. So what's the percentage? It's 94 to 92, so it's coming down to the wire here. These freaking Dragon Slayers, man, they need to get off the field. Like, just freaking take that mace and just beat that flat helmet. Like, just do it. Now it says defeat seems certain for the Legionaries. Axe Guard in here looks like they're not engaging. They are, well, it says they're fighting. Needs to send them in there. Yeah, Camille's Chosen though, all bloodied up. This battle though, I guess it's on like deserty or dry maps where the units look really dirty. There's a couple like dry lake beds, but this map, like, none of them really look dirty. Well, I guess so. There's supposed to be more gold than that. He got dirt on his blouse or whatever. That's the general. It's a pretty cool general. But the Camille's Chosen doesn't look that dirty. Well, I take it back. Everyone looks dirty. It's just not as dirty as I'm used to. So yeah, these Balkov Sapphire bladesmen are still in it. They've only lost one person since making the march over here. 27. Where are they going? But those captains are so freaking cool. One looks like a wizard. Oh, those are the blue wizards. Duh. I'm such an idiot. The blue wizards. You cannot lose with the blue wizards. That's where they went for the last 3,000 years. That's funny. I don't know if it's 3,000. It's probably like I'm way off on my lore. I don't really know. But the axemen break. And the spearmen break. So everyone's breaking. There's still 25 in that sapphire unit after fighting this long. Camille's chosen. There's 25. So they took a hit against something. I imagine it was the axe guard after Camille's chosen took a beating from all the other units. And these legionaries, there's only one left. So yeah, let's fast forward it real fast.
Our warriors
kill that guy.
Off the enemy. We have fought and we have won.
So good job to Fluffy, or Fluffy Banjo. I wanted to say Fluffy Duck, but it was like a 98 to 96 to 99 or something like that. So good job to Fuzzy Banjo. I wish I could see his kills because he had some good units in there. But for Rhun, the Camille's chosen fighting those heavy elites. They still got 111 kills. Vergad mercenary riders. The archer cav unit. Just it's tough to get kills for those guys against heavy armored factions because they're not that great. So I mean, you can't blame them. At least they got something. The Eastron clan chiefs, one got 125, the other one got 89. So that 125, I imagine, was that crossbow unit sitting out in the open, and that 89 one was the unit I pulled out later. The war chariots only getting 82. They went into that death pit of Obsidian Guard and just got chewed up. So chariots are great for taking on cheaper cav, taking on cheaper infantry, taking on cheaper archers. But when you start getting them into like the heavy duty Osgidian Guard type stuff, they will get chewed up really fast, and then it's a waste of money. So take that from this video. Let's see. Let's look at the kills here. Loki Flagrim doing all good all across the board. The AP, shield, and little mace unit all getting averaging 130. Loki Gamperin. Halberds never really get as much as the sword and board units, but maybe that's why I use the way I use them. It works like that, I guess. But yeah, here Balkov Sapphire Bladesman getting 234 against the dwarves. So yeah, they how many do they start with? Casualties. I don't know, but yeah, that's what you want right there. Is 234 kills, and some of those were the Jav units or javelin throws, Jav units. But I mean, they didn't. If you saw it, they only got maybe 40 kills with their Javs. They're not like a great. Their Javs aren't like Medusal Guard. They're just a regular jav throwing unit in the sense of jabs, but when you start getting them in melee, they can be lights out, and that's against like pretty heavy duty dwarven units. So try them out sometime and see if you can get way more kills than that, because I'm sure if you put them against jokers, they will just destroy anything. So yeah, it was a good test game. It was really close. I didn't know if I was going to win a lot of it because those dwarves are just tanks. But yeah, try Rhun out. I encourage you to try Rhun out. They are not a cursed faction. I like them. I like the evil factions for some reason. I like Khand and Rhun and Misty and things like that. I don't know. I think it's because they have more numbers and I can exploit stuff within that faction. But yeah, give it a try. Look at the stats, please, because there's so many people that don't look at the stats. Look at the stats and then decide if it's a good unit or not. So thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you next time. And yeah, have a good weekend, guys. I'll see you.